Frank Hanaway, and welcome to Big Journey, Small Steps. Well, I thought that today I would just make a quick video and sort of bring people along where I am with my mom. She went to the doctor last week. The week before that, we went to the cardiologist. Cardiologist said everything is good, but the doctors are starting to see that the Alzheimer's is progressing, and we're taking her off of any medication she doesn't absolutely need for her safety, and her health. So we decided to quit taking the Namenda and the Aricept this week, which are the drugs that are normally prescribed to help slow down the progression of Alzheimer's. And you really can't tell if it's working for you or not. I mean, it actually says that, you know, I mean, they did a study, and between two groups, the group that had Namenda, people progress at a slower pace. In some ways that's good, and in some ways that's bad, depending on where you are in your life and where people are. It's been good for us so far, but we had just added the Aricept a few months ago, and I actually noticed things not being as good as they were. So, and we're losing a lot of vocabulary, and I always say we, it feels like we. I don't anymore say something and then expect that she will remember it unless I repeat it. However, she's still bathing herself, fixing her breakfast. She's playing the piano. We played twice last week, and she did an excellent job. She was following me really closely, which she has not always done. I mean, she used to years ago. She was one of those wonderful accompanists that you didn't think about. You did whatever you wanted, and if there, for some reason, some kind of audience response, you know, there was an audience response that slowed down your performance, she went with you, but she can't take all that in anymore. So anyway, but what we did add a drug, which is to help her with anxiety, because she's very nervous a lot of the time about what's coming next, and she's trying to remember what's happening and when it's happening and why it's important, and it's hard to watch sometimes. So we're giving her a new medication for that, and taking her off a few other things. We've just decided that I think we were all in the place, and this includes my mom, where we're just thinking in terms of keeping her as comfortable as possible and not trying to do preventative measures that are to prevent things like at the 5 to 6 year mark. So, what's wonderful is that she and I have discussed this so many times before and after. We always knew what we wanted. We both want the same thing, which is helpful. We don't want our lives to be prolonged unless they're useful and beneficial lives. Another thing that is happening, I'm filming on Sunday today. I'm filming on Sunday, August 14th, 2016, and over in San Diego in just an hour or so, they are going to be performing the flute choir piece that I wrote for Carl, my ex-partner, and it's going to be played by some absolutely fabulous flute players. I was sorry I wasn't able to go, but it would have been so emotional anyway. Been really hard. But I've heard back some good things already just from the rehearsal, and I'm really anxious to hear what's being said about that. It's going to be available to anyone who wants it. It is not going to be for sale. As soon as the concert is over today, I am putting the score and the parts in PDF format in a Dropbox folder, and am going to make that address available and post it on Carl's Facebook page, which is still up. And anyone who's interested can access the music there and print it up themselves and tape the parts together and go to town. Well, thank you for spending time with me and listening. And as I get to do every week, I wish you peace.